So we have one intent and one intent only today, which is destroy our legs. I'm kidding, but no one's gonna destroy anything. Okay. So we're just gonna warm up as normal, guys. Okay, and then obviously kind of head into a little bit of lower body dominant work. And today we're gonna kind of just kind of bias the back of the legs. Okay. So tomorrow, obviously, get bench session. We're gonna stretch the whole body out, things like that. But today we're gonna kind of really go hard on the hams a little bit. Now, before we do anything today, we're going to go and start with the breath again. Okay, so before we start to kind of move around and start a day, simple 3-minute breath practice. So we're going to be seated down for this, please. Okay, and we want to make sure that, if you are a little bit uncomfortable, if you kind of, can't stay on the ground properly, just elevate the hip up a little bit. Okay, so if you got a cushion or, anything like that, that's totally fine. Just 3 minutes of breath work we're going to go into, and it's a just simple nostril breathing. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to use our thumb, index finger. We're going to cover one side of the nostril.
Cover the opposite, breathe out with the opposite nose. Cover, breathe in. Cover, breathe out. Now, what we're going to do here, guys, is pretty straightforward. At a minute and a half, okay, so halfway point, Nathan will just say halfway, and you're just going to kind of breathe through the opposite side, okay? It's not going to rocket science, you'll figure this out by yourself. So remember what we're doing here is just closing one nostril, breathing in through one, close that off, breathe out through the other. We're going to do that for a minute and a half. Nathan's going to let us know at minute and a half mark, and then we're going to switch nostrils. Okay, so the important factor here is we're going to be taking all nasal breathing. Don't try to set a PB. If shit flies out of your nose, that's cool. I can't hear you, Nathan can't hear you, so we're all good. You can tidy up later. Okay, if everybody's ready and happy, let's cover our left nostril first. Okay, so we're going to take our breath in through the right first. Okay, we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Just nice and simple.
That's halfway now. 90 seconds.
Let's change sides.
30 seconds to go. That's 3 minutes.
I'm not sure if Vic can hear you since his microphone changed.
There.
Good option, Nathan. He definitely can't hear us. He definitely
SOS
can't hear
again.
us. Can he even see us?
No, he's got his eyes covered by his bloody hands. Ah. I'll ring him again.
Finish that off for me. Okay, so.
Vic.
Okay. Let me just make sure. Nathan, can you hear
Vic.
me? Okay. Is it me?
I don't think he can. I don't think he can hear us again.
Okay. Okay. So let me just put my headphones off. Oh my God.
Called the halfway. Called 30 seconds to go. Everyone's like, Vic's just in the zone.
Boom, boom, boom. And then. Give me 2 seconds.
Is it connected to your headphones?
It is. It keeps switching off. I want you.
Are they charged?
They are charged. They're fully charged. Just kind of see if this works again, because it was working, right?
There was a point the moment you sat down, it like cut out and changed to just like
Change to the room mic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the beanie's activating buttons on the headphones. Are they touch responsive headphones, Vic?
John's all over this.
Oh,
it's not your first rodeo.
That's it. Hopefully, you guys have my ears, so let's get this started. Apologies about that.
It's a lot clearer now.
Yeah, so you can see it in my headphones now. Just let me know. Ask me if like my headphones cut out again. Thanks. Okay, so from here, guys, we're gonna go straight into 90-90. Okay, so remember with this, we want to make sure the front knee is in line with the hips and the ankles in line with the front knee. The back leg is just as important, so make sure we're at 90 at the back leg as well. There are only two things I want you to think about here. Keeping the spine as long as possible, and again, just moving at the hips only, meaning you're not gonna slouch around your upper back. Keep your eyes gazed up, spine long at all times. Okay, first 10 seconds, we're gonna hinge forward. You can use the ground, okay? So you can support yourself with your fingertips. Looking straight ahead, we're gonna hinge forward over that front shin. We're gonna hang out here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big posture up. Rotate at the hips, nice and tall. You're gonna face towards the back knee, okay? For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Facing forward again, hinging at the hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Posture up, rotate at the hips, facing the back knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll switch sides. So again, it's nice and simple. Okay, 90 degrees on both sides. We'll posture up first, facing the front leg. Okay, spine is nice and long, hinging at the hips. We're going to hinge forward first, over that shin, Eyes are up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Posture up. Okay, rotate at the hips. We're going to hang out here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Facing forward again, nice and tall. Hands can come off the ground lightly if you want. Hinging over, using our own strength. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Posturing up, rotating at the hips only, not the shoulders or the shin. Okay, we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finishing that off. Okay, from here, guys, we're going to go straight into sitting into our shin. Nice and simple. Okay, so bum is on the heel. And all we're going to do is just pulse a little bit, start to open the ankles up. Okay, so just going to bounce up and down a little bit. Just be mindful from here. If this is cool and accessible, we're just going to rotate, okay, shift our weight side to side a little bit. So just rocking side to side. From here, we're going to go straight into bottom of our feet. Okay, so we're going to tuck our toes. Okay, make sure you sweep your hands. Make sure that pinky is out so you're not crushing toes. And we're going to simply, okay, first option, just rocking forwards and backwards. If this is okay, bum towards the heels, and you're going to kind of lean back and sit on top of the heels. Okay, so first option is just this. If this is uncomfortable, you can just rock forwards and backwards like so. Okay, if you're good, we can just lean back as far as we can. Then second, those hips on top of the heels. So from here, what we're going to get into, guys, is from front on, okay, just sitting onto the ground. And what we're going to do here is we're going to just bring one leg, okay, back towards the bum. The other leg is going to be in front of us, okay? We can use our hands on the ground. Ground is our best friend. So from here, we can use the hands to bring that weight on the front leg, and then we're going to drive that knee forward. And look at this, we're going to come back. Again, you can use the hands on the ground to sit down. We can switch sides, switch the legs, okay? Boom, coming up. So from the side view, just so you guys are clear, all we're going to do is, okay, travel that knee over. You can allow the heels to come off, sit back, boom. Okay, just shifting side to side. Okay, now if this is accessible without the hands on the ground, that's okay as well. Okay, so nice and simple. You have the option of putting the hands on the ground if you need to. Okay, or you can use your own strength to drive over that front toe with the front knee. So we're alternating side to side a little bit. Okay, so all we're doing here is trying to get into the ankle, knees, and hips slightly differently. Okay, remember, you can always use the hand on the ground. I'd rather you guys have a little rhythm to the work as opposed to struggling and trying to set a PB. Okay, you may find that you are moving around the room. That's okay as well. A couple more. Boom. Finish that off. And then from here, last little bit, we're going to get into the hips, guys. Just single leg glute raises. Okay, so all we're going to do is onto the back we go. Okay, both legs up to the bum. We're going to bring hips up off the ground with both legs. Get one leg up in the air for me. We're going to make sure we're going to kiss the hips parallel to the ground. Okay, kissing at the ground simultaneously and driving the hips up. Okay, so nice and straightforward. We're going to go for 15 reps. Okay, so onto your back. Hips come up, choose one side. We'll go 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Hips come up. One leg comes up in the air. We'll go in 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sitting up. Okay. Let's quickly go into our wrist prep. Okay, just nice and simple, something basic. We're going to start with the fingers back towards our knees. Push the ball away from us. Okay, from side view, making sure my hands are fairly close to my knees because I can then sit back and open the forearms up. Okay, so just nice and straightforward, nothing too crazy. If this is all okay, going forwards and backwards, start to get into those nooks and crannies by just throwing a little side to side, maybe a little semicircle as you sit back. I don't know whose dog that is, but that's a big dog. From here, let's go. Fingers to the side, fingers to the side. Just rocking side to side here is to start off with. And if this is good, we're going to just go into a little semicircle, leaning forward into those corners. Remember, this is a form of assessing your own wrist this morning. So loading these wrists up, tendons, ligaments in these hands, making sure the shoulders are rounded. From here, fingers are faced forward, forward, push the world away. And again, just rocking forwards and backwards initially. And if this is all good, let's go into a little semicircle or a little lean into the side to side, trying to get into those nooks and crannies of the wrist here too. From here, fingers will turn in towards you. Okay, now you can bend the elbows if you need to. Hands about shoulder width apart. From there, we're gonna press the world away, ears nowhere near the shoulders, and just rocking forwards and backwards. So here, the shoulders are slightly in internal rotation. Okay, wrists are going to feel a little bit different in this position. If this is okay though, start to rock side to side while pressing the ground away from you still. So what I mean by that is ears should be nowhere near the shoulders at any given point. From here, the last one we're going to do, guys, palms faced up, palms faced up. Now again, look, my hands are fairly close to my knees. Push the world away. Now when you fall forward slightly, this should be okay. It's when we sit back and close the joints up, that's when the discomfort starts. So let's just kind of go between those two places. Deload, then load. Deload, then load. Okay, so just rocking forwards and backwards. Shoulders still a little bit rounded, so they're protracted. From here, if this is good, little rock side to side, just to get into nooks and crannies again. And if this is good, we're going to just go into gorilla grip. So we're going to squeeze those fingers as hard as possible for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Release. Last one, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. Release and shake it off. Okay, guys. So from here, if everybody is cool, all I want you to think about right now is grabbing yourself, I don't know, I'm going to use a journal, okay? But you just want something light, okay, that you can keep on top of your, palms, okay? So the general rule is going to be, we're going to have the palms facing up to the ceiling throughout this. What we're going to do is we're going to just take a moment to warm the shoulders up, okay? Also start to kind of work single leg to single leg stability, start to get the body moving and grooving a little bit, okay? So because this has a little bit of a coordination factor to it, what we'll do is we'll work as a team, okay? We'll just kind of go into 30 seconds of one direction, okay? We'll go to the other side just to reinforce that. Then I'll show you how to bring it or reverse it, and then we'll do the real thing, okay? So if everybody's ready and happy, just kind of put whatever you're going to use up in the air so Nathan can see you, okay? And I can see you. Has everybody got something? Good. So Nathan, just kind of saying, just give me 40 seconds per side, please, for this one. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do here is palms are faced up. We're going to go first, bring it in, take it out. We're going to bring it back behind the head, and then again to the starting position. So just nice and simple, Okay, palms are going to face up throughout. You're not to grab the thing and do something funky. Try keep your palms facing up at all times. Okay, Nathan, just count us in for me, please.
3, 2, and 1. Timer.
Okay, guys, let's go. So palms are faced up. We're going to bring it in, slowly bring it back behind us. Now you'll notice that I'm allowing my spine to move as much as it needs to accommodate this. Okay, to accommodate the shoulders.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change by sides.
Switch hands, guys. Boom. Same thing though. Okay, palms are faced up. Boom. Nice and straightforward. Remember, you can move your spine as much as you need to. Okay, if you think you're getting it, maybe try to keep the spine a little bit still. So you are forced to move from the shoulders a lot more. Okay, so you can just play with this a little bit as you need to. Nice and straightforward, nothing too crazy.
5, 4, 3, 2, and that's 40.
Okay, let's go to the other side. And this time we're going to reverse it. So we're going to bring it back behind our head. Boom. And bring it through us. So again, bring it back, through, under. Okay? 40 seconds. Here we go. And again, maybe slow it down a little bit. Okay? And feel that control that's required. Okay? So don't just smash through corners. Slow it down. Feel what your spine has to do and where it needs to come into play to help that shoulder. Okay, so start to take note or start to create awareness of what's happening. Where does it feel comfortable? Where does it start to get a little bit tricky? Right? Remember, if this feels good, then maybe keep the spine a little bit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 40.
Hands. Again, let's go straight into it. We're going to start coming behind us first. Boom. And through. So just getting the shoulders, okay, to move the scap, to move in the rib cage a little bit. Starting that shoulder joint in the socket. Starting to feel it out. Starting to move it, groove it a little bit. Again, maybe, go a little bit slower. Maybe try keeping the spine a little bit stiffer. So you're just forced to move from the shoulders. Just try something slightly different, but be
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 40.
Okay, so guys, what we're going to do is, okay, same thing. We're just going to go 30 seconds per rotation. Okay, so we're going to go 30 one way and 30 the other way straight into it. But what we're going to do here now is whichever side you're holding the, whatever your object is, what we're going to do is we're going to lift the opposite leg off the ground. Okay, so last couple of weeks we've been lifting the same side. Today we're going to lift the opposite, okay, working hand to opposite leg. Okay, so 30 seconds, we're going to go in one direction, 30 seconds in the other. Let's have some fun. Nathan, can you sing for me, please?
3, 2, 1. Go.
Nice and straightforward. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's a little bit different, huh? So remember, you're going to come in, slow, controlled, out. So I've given up on my headphones because it has a mind of its own. Smooth.
3, 2, 1. That's 30.
Let's sit straight onto it, guys. So without putting it down, we're going to bring it back behind our head first and bring it through. Now again, your spine has to move, but now you've got that leg up in the air, which has to work as a little counterbalance, okay, to make sure that you're not throwing yourself over. And again, slower is better, as opposed to trying to set a PB with as many reps as possible. If you're struggling with balance, maybe just look at one spot. That normally helps.
3, 2, 1. That's 30.
Okay. Shake your legs off. Count us into the next slide for me, please, Nate.
4, 3, 2, and get it.
Okay, so under first, slowly, then over behind, and boom.
Three, 2, 1, 30.
Let's change. Here we go. Change direction. We're gonna come behind the head first. Go under. And boom. Again, behind and over. And under and through. Remember, the palm or the object is facing the ceiling at all times. If your leg is burning like mine, embrace the suck. You'll be fine. Remember, if you're being challenged just from the balance perspective, look at 1 point.
3, 2, 1.
And rest it up. Okay, shake it off. Quick drink of water for me. Okay. What we're going to get into here, guys, just 2 sets. Pretty straightforward work. So everybody should be pretty familiar with this. Okay. We'll give you 2 options, okay, in terms of the straight arm work. So what you guys can do is a straightforward, simple, hands under the shoulders, fingers spread, feet are together. You can just hold this plank position, okay? Or, okay, for 45 seconds, that's 45-second hold, we're gonna do 45-second work. Or for 45 seconds, your second or harder option is your shoulder tap. So same thing, but the only difference is the legs are a little bit wider. Now from here, we're gonna bring one hand up, pause for 1, 2, place it down, pause for 1, 2, boom. You want to make sure you avoid sinking into the shoulders or dumping forward into your wrist and your neck, okay? So 45-second work, choose straight arm plank or shoulder taps, okay? From there, we're going to go into our Cossack variation. So again, 2 options. You can simply take a normal Cossack stance. We're going to sit side, slowly slide over to one side, okay, and to the other. This is pretty straightforward. You have this option. But if you feel a little bit frisky, what you're going to do is from here, okay, you're going to reach over to the opposite ankle, keeping this knee out, to the middle, switch, boom. So a little bit like a wall Cossack a little bit, you're going to switch and swing across to the opposite side, okay? So again, you've got 2 options there, nice and static or a little bit dynamic. The third and last, we're going to go into side plank. So 3 options with this. Remember, okay, you can bend the knees back. This is the simplest. If you're on your knees, 30-second hold, nothing too crazy. Second option is legs straight but wide, just static hold. And third and last, okay, same stuff. Boom. We're going to bring one leg up in the air, making sure the hips stay up throughout this and neck is nice and long. Make sure we're sideways for the majority of these, okay? So that way Nathan can see the form and can just give you quick tips, okay, and coach you through if you need coaching. Okay, so we're going to go 45 seconds, okay, for the shoulder taps or straight arm plank. Nathan, you can count us in, please.
4, 3, 2, and go.
So if you're doing shoulder taps, you're holding 1, 1, coming down, 1, 2. Okay, so just swimming across side to side, making sure the shoulders are connected to the rest of the body, and you're not tilting side to side. If you're doing a plank, keep everything zipped up. Weight should be evenly distributed throughout both progressions.
15 to go. Everyone squeeze your butts and your tummies. Make sure your bum is a little bit lower than the chest. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Finish that off. From there, standing up. Okay, so I'm going to do this a little bit 45. So you got 2 options. Remember, Cossack. Okay, 20 reps, guys. 10 per side. Okay, you can either do side to side, just sliding Cossacks to the spot, or wall Cossack variation. So let's sit down. I'm going to reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Okay, finishing your work off. If you're done, on our sides, okay, for a side plank, 30-second work, guys. Choose your progression. Remember, knees, okay, feet, or one leg. Okay, once you're ready, Nathan, count in.
3, 2, 1, 30 seconds.
Okay, so remember, hips stay up. Okay, looking straight ahead. Use all of your forearm and use all of the inside or outside of your legs as well, guys. Okay, keep the weight on your legs as well.
3, 2, 1, subsides. Going 5, 4, 3, 2, and up.
So again, nice and strong throughout the body. Stay connected. Okay, should be coming out of these 30 seconds. Pretty lit up. Okay, but not gassed. Remember, the intent right now is to stimulate the body, not drain the body. You have to choose the right progression. You should be in control throughout the movement.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's go to that one more time, just 45 seconds, either straight arm plank or shoulder taps. Please, Nathan.
5, 4, 3, 2, and time.
Okay, so make sure you're not rocking side to side.
Hips lower than your chest, people. Hips lower than your chest. Flex quads, squeeze bum, squeeze tummy. Ten seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time.
Okay, on our feet. We're going to the Cossack variation, guys. So again, legs nice and wide. Okay, so remember sliding on the spot or reaching into a ball. Okay, so sit, reach, 1, reach, 2, sit, reach, 3.
You're alternating sides. One leg's got to stay straight. So one knee will be locked out. The other leg's going to be bending for the squat.
7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Okay, finish your work off. Once you're done, onto our sides for our side plank. We have 30 seconds on Nathan.
4, 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. Away we go. Make sure your hip is in line with the shoulder. So the side you're supporting, that hip needs to be in line with the shoulder.
Strong here, guys. Make sure there's even distribution of the weight through your forearms as well as the legs. You're not just dumping into your neck or your shoulders, okay?
3, 2, 1. Go again in 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, and 1.
Good, down. All right, guys, quick drink of water. Okay, about to enter our main body of work. Okay, so as I mentioned at the start of the session, we're going to be looking to kind of just work the back of the legs quite heavily today. So our hamstring, posterior, basically think about it that way.
Just a hot little tip today for everyone. If you've ever had Lint's sea salt dark chocolate, I'd highly recommend adding a teaspoon of Mavis smooth peanut butter to it.
On the gauge, sorry, baby. Yeah.
It's so good.
This session is proudly brought to you by MacGyver's Peanut Butter.
Okay, good people. So,
I should get commission.
while we're resting, what I need you to do is pay attention to these 3 things, okay? So, effectively, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be stacking movements on top of each other. And this is how this works, okay? We don't have heavy weights to work with at home, okay? And we don't want to be doing 1,000 freaking reps either, okay, to blow our legs up, right? So we have to be potent with the work that we do and the way we do it. Cool? So what I want to see happen here is everybody has a wall in their home, hopefully, okay? Or at least a couch or something. We're going to go into a standing leg good morning variation. I want to show you this from sideways, okay? But effectively what we're going to be doing here, guys, is we're going to be just propping one leg against a wall or, okay, a sofa. And the cool thing here is this, the leg doesn't need to be super high, okay? It just needs to be off the ground, even this distance is totally fine. What I want you to do from here is, I'm going to push into the wall, keeping the standing leg straight. Okay, one hand on the chest, one hand on the lower back. We're going to hinge over, and then we're going to drive up. So the hinging over, there's a little pause at the bottom for 2 seconds, which I'll obviously track, and you're going to drive through. From sideways, guys, what it looks like is something like, so you're pushing the leg into the wall, you're going to be throwing your weight over, keeping the legs straight. Okay, so you're going to feel this massive stretch with the front hamstring. That's cool. Then you're going to obviously use your strength to come back up. Now from there, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the deck. Okay, and then making it kind of sing. We're going to go for 30 seconds. Okay, per side. Same thing, single leg work still. What we're going to do is we did the glute raise at the start, especially the one-legged. Okay, all we're going to do here, guys, is your bum's going to come up. We're going to initially walk out as far as we can, but the knees still need to be bent. From here, we're going to boom, lift one leg up, and we're going to isometrically just load the hamstring. So a couple of things on the ground. The only place you should feel this is in your hamstring, which is the meat duct behind your thighs. Okay, there should be nothing in the lower back. If that's the case, it's too hard for you to stabilize. So regress by walking your knees a little bit closer to your bum. Okay. Everybody still with me? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. And then from there, guys, the third and last movement, keeping it really straightforward, is going to be standing leg good morning, something we introduced last week. Sorry, single leg deadlift. All we're going to do here is nice and tall. We're going to come for 3 seconds on the way down, 1 second pause. What we're going to do here is slightly bending the knees. Shoulders are coming down to the ground at the same rate. The back leg is coming up. Pause, drive through. Down for 3, 2, 1, pause, drive through. 3, 2, 2, pause, drive through. Okay, so we've got 3 things. We've got standing leg good morning against the wall. We're going to be holding isometric on the ground for the hamstring, and then we're going to finish it off with single leg deadlifts. Okay, the intent here is to kind of hit 4 sets. We're just going to be doing 5 reps, okay, on the good mornings and the single leg deadlifts, and then 30-second hold on the isometric holds. Okay, so if everybody's ready, let's give it a crack for the first set. Let's figure out, figure ourselves out. Okay, so the first set's a little bit of a play. Okay, so if possible, we'll take this a little bit slower, and then that way we can stack the second, third, fourth rep a little bit harder. Okay, so if everybody's ready, let's find yourself a wall or a couch or whatever you have at home. We're going to go for 5 reps per side with a 2-second pause. Okay, with this, keep your eyes up and spine long. Okay, so feet on the wall, couch, whatever you got. One hand on the lower back, one hand on the chest to make sure the spine is not moving, it's staying long. From there, we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Hinge. Push into the wall for 2, 1, up. Hinge, pause, 2, 2, up. Hinge, 2, 3, up. Hinge, 2, 4, up. Hinge, 2, 5, up. Let's change legs. Okay. Good. Remember, the back leg doesn't need to be super high. Hand on the chest, hand on the lower back, and we'll hinge. Push into the wall, pause 2, 1, drive up. Hinge, pause 2, 2, up. Hinge, pause 2, 3, up. Hinge, pause 2, 4, up. Hinge, pause 2, 5, up. Beautiful. We'll go straight onto the ground, guys. Okay. From here, line onto the back. Hopefully again sideways. Okay. When that bump comes up, glutes are on. You're gonna keep your toes up, so you're just on your heels. Now walk your feet out. Nathan Carson, please. Okay, 30 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds.
Now make sure the hips are nice and square, guys.
Single leg.
Burn a little bit. Nothing in the lower back. Okay, so make sure you're not hyperextending from the lower back. You're loading your hamstrings up. Remember, the knees have to be bent. Okay? The further the heel away from the bump, the harder it is.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swap.
Both thumbs down. Walk your feet back in. Bump up. Slowly walk your feet out.
2, 1. Up.
Beautiful. Again, keep the hips nice and square. Okay, this should all be in the hamstring here, guys. Nothing in the lower back. Keeping the hips square, working really hard. Do so.
Three, 2, 1. 30.
Beautiful. From there, on our feet, we've got single leg deadlifts here, guys. Now remember, this is more about stability as well. Okay, so be mindful. We want to make sure we've got a nice long torso. Coming down for 3 seconds, holding for 1 second. So effectively 4 seconds under tension. Still 5 reps. Here we go. So choose one leg. Breathe in, brace, and hinge. 1, 2, 1. Pause. Drop.
Like you're standing on, you want that knee to go soft a little bit, so it's easy to balance. Should not be standing, it has to go soft.
1, 2, 3. Pause. Drop. Hinge. 1, 2, 4. Pause. Drop. Hinge. 1, 2, 5. Pause. Drop. Changing legs. Remember, guys, as Nathan said, standing leg has to be bent a little bit. You want to activate the hamstring. Okay? Here we go. And hinge. 1, 2, 1. Pause. Drop. Hinge.
Janice, bend your knee a little bit more on the leg you're standing on. Yep.
Pause. Drop. Hinge. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Drop. Hinge. 1, 2, 4. Pause. Drop. Hinge. 1, 2, 5. Pause. Drop. Okay. So those are our 3 movements. There's 3 more sets back to back. Okay. So one of them, guys, is about stretching and lengthening. The other one is about isometrically holding that long position, and then there's the third last one is a little more stability based. Okay. So let's stack this on top of each other.
Just before we jump into that one, on the last one, guys, the back leg, the one that's lifting up behind you, keep it straight. It's going to be easy to stabilize. So rather than having it loose and disconnected from the body, imagine your head and the heel of that back leg that's going are staying connected. So you're standing and then you hinge. Stand, hinge. Don't have this back leg loose and on its own. Keep it connected with the rest of the body.
All right, let's get it. On the wall, standing good mornings. 5 reps, 2-second pause. Make sure you're pushing into the wall with these guys, okay? Keeping the standing leg straight. Here we go. Back leg up on the wall. Hand on the lower back, hand on the chest. Looking straight ahead. And hinge. Pause. 1, 1. Drive up. Hinge. Pause. 1, 2. Drive. Hinge. 1, 3. Drive. Hinge. 1, 4. Drive. Hinge. 1, 5. Drive. Change. Okay, here we go. 2, 1. Hinge. Push into the back wall. 1, 1. Drive. Hinge. 1, 2. Drive. Hinge. 1, 3. Drive. Hinge. 1, 4. Drive. Hinge. 1, 5. Drive. Okay, from there onto the ground. 30 seconds, guys, per leg. Okay, remember the knees need to be soft here. The further you are, the harder it is. Bum up, walk your feet out, toes are up.
And time.
Up. Again, connect to your body here, guys. Loosen the bit on. If they're working, then the hamstring is loaded here.
Three, two, one. Down.
Down. Okay, bring the hips up. Both legs out. Toes pulled up.
And time.
Remember, nothing in the lower back. It's very, very easy to extend through the back. You've got to be strong through the legs, guys. Okay, remember, the toes are pulled up. Hips are nice and square. Use your hands on the ground to stabilize you as well.
And 30.
Beautiful. Okay, standing leg. Okay, we've got single leg deadlifts. Remember what Nathan was saying? The back leg that's coming up in the air. It's still working. Literally, the butt is working to lift the legs up, guys. Okay, so keep the back leg straight, reaching to the back of the room. Here we go. 5 reps. 2, 1. Hinge. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 3, 2, 2. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 3, 2, 3. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 3, 2, 4. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 3, 2, 5. Pause. Drive. Changing legs. Here we go. Nice and long spine. And hinge. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 3, 2, 2. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 3, 2, 3. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 3, 2, 4. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 3, 2, 5. Pause. Drive. Beautiful. Okay, how did that look, mate?
Much better.
Good. All right, let's go straight into the third set, guys. Okay, feet against the wall, couch, whatever you've got. I would recommend alternating legs a little bit. So start on the side and finish last set. If you can't remember, just do what feels unnatural. Here we go. Leg on the wall, hands on the chest, lower back. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Hinge. Pause. 1, 1, drive, hinge, pause, 1, 2, drive, hinge, whoa, 1, 3, drive, hinge, 1, 4, drive, hinge, 1, 5, drive. Woo. Okay, remember, you're going to be pushing that back leg into the couch or the wall, guys. Here we go. Position, in 2, 1. Hinge, 1, 1, drive. Hinge, 1, 2, drive. Hinge, 1, 3, drive. Hinge, 1, 4, drive. Hinge, 1, 5, drive. Onto the ground, straight onto it. Okay, again, choose to use the side you finished on last set. If you can remember, go with the opposite. Here we go, buttons up, feet out, toes are pulled back.
3, 2, 1.
So you may just start regressing this, guys. Remember, walking your heels back to your bum, okay? Keeping your levers short is going to enable you to regress this. You want to make sure you're using the right things.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, here we go. Okay, both hips them up. Walk your feet out slowly, gradually, toes pulled up.
And time.
Remember, toes are pulled back here, guys. So you're pushing your heels into the ground. Keep the hips nice and stable. Use your hands on the ground as well. Keep fighting.
3, 2, 1.
And rest. On our feet, single leg deadlifts. Okay, shake your legs off. Here we go. Okay, nice and tall. Remember, whole body's moving as a unit, globally tight. Here we go. And hinge. 1, 2, 1. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 1, 2, 2. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 1, 2, 4. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 1, 2, 5. Pause. Drive. Change legs. In 3, 2, 1. Hinge. 1, 2, 1. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 1, 2, 2. Pause and drive. Hinge. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 1, 2, 4. Pause. Drive. Hinge. 1, 2, 3. Pause and drive. Rest. Shake your legs off. One last set, guys. Okay, let's bring it back home. Okay. So onto the wall. Remember, really important. Push the legs into the wall. Imagine you're going to throw yourself to the other side of the room. Okay, obviously without losing balance. Here we go. Feet on the wall. Hands on the back and chest. We're going 3, 2, 1. Hinge. 1, 1. Drive. Hinge. 1, 2. Drive. Hinge. 1, 3. Drive. Hinge. 1, 4. Drive. Hinge. 1, 4, drive. Fuck that up. One more, hinge, 1, 5, drive. Okay, hopefully I didn't fuck that up. Was that, give me this if I fuck that up. Okay, maybe not. Cool, here we go, to the other side. Remember, I'm also working here and I can't count, so my bad. Here we go, okay? Nice and tall, and hinge. 1, drive. Hinge. 1, 2, drive. Hinge. 1, 3, drive. Hinge. 1, 4, drive. Last one. Hinge. 1, 5, and drive. Onto the ground. Okay. 30 seconds. Here we go. Okay. Remember. Butt comes up. Start to walk your feet. It goes.
And Tom.
Remember, this is the last set. Make sure you're keeping everything in the hamstring, stay connected to the body. Nothing in the lower back. It's very, very easy to get there. Remember, take that regression. Walk your feet a little bit closer to the bum if you need be. But otherwise, fighting, strong, stable.
And Tom.
Down. Here we go. Feet in, bum up. Walk your feet out. Toes pulled up.
Tom. And Tom.
All right, let's go. Last single leg deadlifts on our feet. Okay, here we go. 5 reps. We're going 3, 2, 1. Hinge. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Drive up. Hinge. 3, 2, 2. Pause. Drive up. Hinge. 3, 2, 3. Pause. Drive up. Hinge. 3, 2, 4. Pause. Drive up. Hinge. 3, 2, 5. Pause. Drive up. Change sides. In 2, 1. Hinge. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Drive up. Hinge. 3, 2, 2. Pause. Drive up. Hinge. 3, 2, 3. Pause. Drive up. Hinge. 3, 2, 4. Pause. Drive up. Last one. Hinge. 3, 2, 5. Pause. Drive up. Okay, good people. That is it. Come on over. Okay, let's have a quick chat. How's everybody doing? Come on over. Come on over.
I had no idea that was going to be that hard.
Okay.